Ladies and gentlemen, Chef Step at your freaking service. Bring you guys a too sweet of a video. I'm giving you guys my top 10 favorite matches from 2016 to now. The only reason I picked this the years between these two, because there's so many matches that I enjoyed in like the 2000s and like the 90s, but like since there's so much, so I decided to give like a little range between 2016 and now. So I'm gonna give you guys the break freaking down on the top 10 matches. Again, this is my opinion. This is what I think I like by far like the best that I've enjoyed watching these matches. And I'm gonna tell you why, but they're not in order because I couldn't put them in order. It's too hard for me to put these in order. So like if I say them in the way that I put it, doesn't mean it's in order. It doesn't mean that's not an exact order, because again, I can't put them in order because all of them are so freaking good. But drop a like, subscribe, and let's get started. So the first one I have up here, we have this was the first. Oh, I remember this match. This was the first ever Hell in a Cell match against Sasha Banks, who is now Moniz Monet, versus Charlotte Flair. All right. Oh, I gotta put the title on my thing. I gotta put this title on. This. Okay. All right. But yeah, that was like the first like match that got me into like, not, I won't say got into like wrestling, but got me interested in the women's division, I would say. Because again, I love WWE, but like the women's matches weren't that hot back then. Like it sounds mean to say, but it wasn't that hot back then. Like in the 2000s, like 2003, 2004, 2005, 2006, 2008, it was like really short matches. So it's like, oh, okay, the women are not getting a chance. But like this is like 2016. This was made in 2016. The Hell in a Cell between Sasha and Charlotte. This match was beautiful. I don't know how to even explain it, but I watched it so many times. But like there was so many points I thought Sasha was gonna win. There's so many points that Charlotte was gonna win. I don't remember exactly who won though. I have to go back and watch it. I don't remember exactly who won. But just watching it, I was like, damn, the girls are pouring their whole body into this. Damn, this is actually like, this is a real ass good freaking match. Like I was on the edge of my freaking seat, and like every single time, like it was such a freaking good match. Like I enjoyed it. So if you guys haven't watched that, just go watch Sasha Banks versus Charlotte Flair in a Hell in a Cell match in 2016. Like you'll find it on YouTube. Like it's such a good match. All right. So number 2. This one is also the first time ever. All right, it's the first time War Games of the women. So this was back in 2019. We had Team Ripley, aka Rhea Ripley's team, versus Team Shayna Baszler. And when I tell you this match was a banger, it's an absolute freaking banger. If you haven't watched this is one match I highly guys would recommend you guys go watch this, because my god, I words don't know how to explain it. So I'm gonna explain it to you a second. All right. So basically, it's a 4 versus 4 match, and of course, the team will get an advantage if they win their match before the pay-per-view. So Shayna Baszler's team had an advantage, so they get more opponents inside the cell before the other team gets their person. So on Rhea Ripley's team, it was Rhea Ripley, Candice LeRae, Tegan Knox, and Dakota Kai. And on Shayna Baszler's team, it was Baszler, Bianca Belair, Io Sky, and I forget the other person's name. Their 4th member. I forget their name. You guys remember? Let me know in the comments. But yeah, so like it was 4v4. The match Like just first, it was between Io and Candice. They were just going back and forth. Beautiful. Bianca comes in, and then after that, Rhea Ripley comes in, starts taking out freaking candlesticks, throwing it in there, takes out freaking trash cans, puts it in the ring, grabs chairs, puts it in the ring as well. Like, okay, so like that's happening. They're fighting each other. And then Dakota was supposed to come in. All right, I'm not gonna give you guys everything what happened, but Dakota was supposed to come in. She ends up freaking turning around and freaking just attacking Tegan, and just like just beating her freaking ass, and like ends up injuring her. That Tegan couldn't like go into the match because she was injured. And then Dakota was supposed to go in, and she's like, "Nah, fam, peace. I'm out. Goodbye. Peace. Not joining." So it was basically a 4 versus 2. It was just Rhea Ripley and Candice LeRae against Shayna Baszler's whole entire team. But when I say this is a banger match, you guys have to go watch it. I'm gonna say this. Actually, I won't even spoil it for you. I won't even tell you who wins. All I'm gonna say is, wow, because Io does like a freaking moonsault on top of the freaking cage. Bianca does a freaking 450 splash that she hits her face on like the chairs when she does it. Bianca uses her hair to whip that goddamn that freaking whip when she uses her hair hurts. Every time I hear the sound, it hurts my stomach. But like, go watch that match. I can't tell you enough how good that match is. I can't tell you who wins because I don't want to spoil it for you. But if you haven't watched it, I highly recommend you go watch that, because by far, that, if it didn't win match of the year during the 2019, it should have won match of the year, because my god, that match was beautiful. Beautiful. Alright, that was beautiful. Alright, for the next match, this is the match that made me start liking Rhea Ripley. Because back in 2019, I was kind of like a Sasha Banks fan. I was kind of like a Becky Lynch fan in a way. Like I was like fan. But this is the match right here. The next one we're going to talk about. This is the match that made me start liking Rhea Ripley as a wrestler, but Rhea Ripley as a person. And that match was Rhea Ripley versus Shayna Baszler for the NXT Women's Championship, and this was in 2019. Just I don't know how many times I watched this. I watch all these matches so many times, but this match I watched like at least 20 times. I don't know how many times I watched this, but my god, another freaking banger. Just like, it's just before you even watch it, you need to just watch. There was like a promo that Shayna Baszler did. Shayna was basically saying, "Oh, I am the NXT Women's Champion. I beat everyone in this division. No one can stop me." Just like talking her shit. Rhea Ripley comes out. She's like, "Funny you say that because you haven't beat me." And just she throws out the B word. So that kind of heated up like the whole entire film. Like, oh shit, okay, she's right. She hasn't beat her yet. Going back to the match. Again, there's so many great freaking stuff that happened. Again, I don't want to spoil who wins. You have to watch it. But one thing I will say I was like, holy shit, is Shayna Baszler. I'm gonna put this down because it's driving me nuts. Shayna Baszler puts Rhea Ripley in her finisher, like in her sleeper hold. So Rhea Ripley is slowly like fading away, fading. The referee's like checking on her. It's like, you good? She's not responding, whatever. So the referee takes her hand. Usually when they do, they take their hand, and if the hand drops to the floor, they're out cold. They're out. So the referee grabs Rhea Ripley's hand, and he drops it. Rhea Ripley just grabs the referee, looks him in the eye, and it's like, no, I'm still up. Nah. So she like gets up and just like reverses it, and then that's all I'm gonna say. But like that match, beautiful. That's when I started liking Rhea Ripley as a wrestler, but also Rhea Ripley as a person. I can talk about that match anytime of the day, but that match, banger, banger. If you guys haven't watched that, go watch it. It's on YouTube. Go watch that because banger. All right, now one more match to do the women, and then we're gonna go to men because I did like 5 and 5. This is now another Rhea Ripley match. This one match of the year. It could have been a main event match. It could have, but the storyline wasn't there. It didn't have that oomph. They didn't have that like spice. But it was Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair for the SmackDown Women's Champion, which now is the Women's World Title now. All right, but that match, my God. Again, if you guys haven't watched it, I recommend you go watch it because, my God, these two women put everything, their bodies on the line. I'm not gonna say who wins. If you have watched it, you probably know who won. If you haven't watched it, again, I don't spoil it for you. But banger freaking match. Because at some point, I thought Charlotte Flair was gonna win. There was some point I thought Rhea Ripley was gonna like end it like quick, but that match was like I was on the edge of my feet, the edge of my seat. I think I was standing up most of the time. I was like, "Holy crap, this is insane! What the frick is going on? Like, what the fuck?" The selling out of both of them, beautiful. Like the match was just. It was like if you guys think it's not a good match, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like it was, like I said, it did win match of the year at the Slammings. It could have been a main event at WrestleMania 39, but again, if the story had more oomph, it had more stuff happening, more like story behind it, more tension behind it. It could have been the main event of WrestleMania 39. Just saying. Am I mad it wasn't a main event? Kind of, but in a way, it still ended up being a match of the year for me. But it's another match that could have been match of the year too because of the storyline that happened. But between these two ladies, between Rhea and Charlotte, beautiful, absolutely freaking beautiful. So if you guys haven't watched that, again, you can go on YouTube, type in Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair WrestleMania 39, and you'll find it on YouTube. Because, guys, again, beautiful match. All right, so that was the women. Those are my favorite women matches. Now we're going to go to the men's side. No, we have one more women match. This was at WrestleMania 37. Don't worry, it's not a Rhea Ripley one. So relax up, guys. It is Bianca Belair versus Sasha Banks at WrestleMania 37, the SmackDown Women's Championship. This one was also another banger. Like I don't want to spoil who wins, but like there's so many freaking points. I thought freaking Sasha was gonna win it. I was like, oh my God, like what the fudge? And I thought at some point like Bianca, like some of the things that Bianca did, I was like, bro, what am I watching? What am I looking? What are these ladies doing? Like I was just mind blowing. And then like I said, the one thing that it gets me every single time because I just watched. It was Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair at Takeover for the NXT Championship. I watched that like a couple days ago, and I swear, like I said, I mentioned it already. When Bianca uses her hair and whips people with that, the sound it makes, it just hurts my stomach. It's like I can feel it. And I'm not even a wrestler, but I can feel it. I can feel it. Like, damn, this hurts. Damn, this actually hurts. But when she did it, she did to Rhea in that match. But like when she did to freaking Sasha Banks and this match at WrestleMania 39, you can actually hear, like, even though the stadium is like packed and like the fans are drinking, you still can hear the smack off that freaking hair when she whips it. It was loud, and the marks it made on like Sasha Banks, it's absolutely insane. But yeah, that match was a banger. I enjoyed that match very much. If you guys haven't watched it, You guys check it out. It's also on YouTube. But now on to the men's side. All right, so we're going to the men's side. The one match, this was back in 2016. This is by far like one of the best matches from both performers, and also like one of the best promos from both of them. And that was Dolph Ziggler versus The Miz for the Intercontinental Championship. I'm not gonna tell you who wins because you have to go watch and see. But like going into No Mercy, into this match, insane, because it's pretty much a title versus career match. Dolph Ziggler put his whole career on the line. Like, if I lose, I'm leaving. I'm not doing this anymore. Like when you see the promo, that freaking hit the soul. That just made me like, I started bawling my eyes out. I'm like, damn, this promo is good. Now, I usually don't cry at promos, but this promo made me cry. I think the last time I cried in a promo is when Rhea Ripley vacated the title. Love you, mommy. But yeah, this last time I freaking cried is when that happened. But that's not the point. That's not the point of this video. But yeah, these two, Miz and Dolph Ziggler, went all out. Again, I'm not going to tell you who won. You gotta go watch it on YouTube. But like, there's some points that I thought Dolph Ziggler was going to win. There's some points that I thought Miz was going to win. I was on the edge of my freaking seat. And when I saw who won, I started freaking out. I was like, holy fucking shit, that they freaking won. Holy fucking shit. I can't tell you who it is, but I was freaking the fuck out. All these matches, I was freaking the fuck out. But this one, freaking out. So that's also another banger one. So go watch that between The Miz and Dolph Ziggler at No Mercy, because it was a banger match. It was so good. It was so good. Now, this is the other one that I said, if Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair's match did not happen the same night as this match would have been match of the year because of the storyline. The storyline was so good, the match was so good. But since the Rhea Ripley and Charlotte their match kind of like raised the bar to it, that became match of the year. But if that match wasn't in WrestleMania, Charlotte versus Rhea, I'll put this match of match of the year. And that match is Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus the Usos for the undisputed tag team titles at WrestleMania 39. When I say that match was good, because the Bloodline and Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, they've been going on for a while. Sami Zayn was part of the Bloodline for a little bit, and then the Bloodline was targeting Kevin Owens, which Sami Zayn is best friends with Kevin Owens in real life. So like bringing that in, and then Sami eventually betraying the Bloodline and teaming up with his best friend to go against the Usos for the championship. That whole story was beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful. Like, I absolutely, it was absolutely so freaking good. So when that happened, I was like, damn, this is actually really happening. Damn. But that match, banger. Like, again, that could have been match of the year, just because of the story. But again, like I said, Rhea Ripley and Charlotte, they also put out an amazing show, which was match of the year. So, love that. But like, those two matches, if you tell me to choose between who should be match of the year, couldn't tell you. That's how good both matches were. Like, if you tell me, oh, between match of the year, between Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus against Usos versus Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair for the championships, which match is match of the year? I wouldn't say both, because they're both freaking banger matches at WrestleMania 39. That's how good it was. If you can't decide which of those two is like banger matches, I don't know. Like, when you guys watch, you realize she's right. Yeah, that makes sense. Now I know why she says that this match should be match of the year, because of the story. Okay, I see why she thinks this match between these two should be match of the year. Okay, I see what she means. So like, once you watch it, you'll know why. You'll know why these two matches deserve the match of the year. If they can have two freaking trophies for both matches, give it to both of them, because those two match of the year over like WrestleMania 39. Just saying. Now the next match, we are going present time right now. I usually don't watch NXT. The last time I watched NXT, like I said, it was way back in 2019 when like Finn Balor, Rhea Ripley, Johnny Gargano, Tomas Ciampa was in there, like Adam Cole, like all those wrestlers used to be in NXT, and that was like way back in 2019, 2018, 26. Like that's when I started watching NXT. I kind of stopped watching it a little bit, and I kind of got back into it. But this match was as Stand and Deliver at WrestleMania 40, like WrestleMania 40 week. My God, this, if you guys can't find it, it's okay. Just watch the highlights. But I'm going to say this was the best triple threat match I have ever freaking seen. My goodness gracious. It's between Obafemi, who is a champion. He's a NXT North American champion, versus Dijak and Josh Briggs. When I tell you this is the best triple threat match I've seen in a freaking long time, I am telling you the freaking goddamn freaking truth. I think everyone like in the wrestling community says it's like the one of the best triple threat matches I've seen, because it was so freaking damn good. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, you have three huge freaking guys, three big meat freaking wrestlers all in the freaking ring just beating the shit out of each other. There were so many points that I thought Dijak was going to win, that like he was actually so close, but then the ref gets pulled out, or somebody like interferes it. There were so many points that I thought Josh was going to win. I thought there were so many points that Obafemi was going to retain his title. Again, I'm not going to tell you who wins, but like, my God, these people went at it. Like, all I'm going to say is Obafemi was a beast. The things he went through, and he still ends up like getting out from it and like freaking still being a powerhouse in the whole entire thing. Phenomenal. Same thing with Dijak, same thing with freaking Josh. It was a banger, a freaking banger, and that's a match of the year for NXT, because my God, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, so that's, if you guys, again, if you guys don't find it on YouTube, just find the clips, just watch the clip, the highlights. It's like one of the best freaking triple threat match I've ever seen in a long freaking time, and that's saying something. Now the next match, I put these two together because it's kind of like part one and part two. Probably guys know what I'm talking about. It's Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes. If you guys haven't seen it, I kind of spoiled this one for you. But Cody Rhodes ends up finishing story at WrestleMania, but it all started at WrestleMania 39. Cody Rhodes could have won it at WrestleMania 39 if Solo did not interrupt. That's all I'm going to say. If he did interrupt, Cody Rhodes could have won at WrestleMania 39. But my God, the story was okay. It wasn't that like oomph. It didn't have that. It had that little oomph, but wasn't that big of oomph. But they went neck and neck at WrestleMania 39. Like that was a good match. I enjoyed it, but not as much as WrestleMania 40. Because when I tell you this, okay, when I tell you this, that the way that I got goosebumps during WrestleMania 40, because okay, first of all, we got all these appearances. So first, we get the Shield song, which Roman Reigns used to be part of the Shield with Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose. Shield music comes on. I'm like, holy crap, it's going to be Dean Ambrose. Well, I'm like, no, aka Johnny Moxley. I'm like, no, it can't be Dean Ambrose. He won't show up. It was Seth Rollins, and Seth Rollins kind of backstabbed Roman with a chair. So Roman did exactly the same thing to Seth. So it's like, okay, I like this. Solo comes out. Solo and Roman does a double move. So Solo hits his signature, the Samoan Spike, onto Cody's throat, and Roman does a spear. They do it exactly the same time. Cody ends up kicking out of that freaking crap. Don't know how the freaking did that. That's just mind blowing. So that happens. John Cena comes out. I was like, okay. Takes out Solo. I'm like, okay, this is good. Then The Rock comes out. I was like, holy crap, these two hate each other because they were neck and neck before. And then The Rock takes out John Cena. So I'm like, okay, who's gonna take out The Rock? all I hear is the Undertaker song, like the gong sound. I start freaking the fuck out. I was like, I remember I was watching it on my laptop. My mom looks at me, he's like, "What are you good?" I'm like, "I'm fine." I start getting goosebumps on my freaking head. I'm like, "Holy fucking crap!" The Undertaker's here. The light comes on. Undertaker's in the ring. Looks at the Rock. Choke slams him. Lights goes off. Done. Cody Rhodes ends up winning the match. Sorry guys to break it to you. Like I know I'm spoiling this. This one's what I was spoiler for. But like he ends up winning, becoming the new undisputed champion. And I was like, I was just like, I was happy that Cody won, but like I was just excited of the match. The match is what blew me away because there's so many kickouts that happened. Like there's another one that shocked me. It was kind of funny too because Roman does Cody Rhodes' finisher, which is a crossroad. Cody kicks out, but before he does that, Roman looks and is like, looks like freaking Paul Heyman's like, that freaking finisher shit. Like that freaking finisher is just there. But like it was just funny. Like there was so many like good moments and like so many kickouts. I was like, wow, wow, wow. Like, so like again, I don't know who's gonna be match of the year, but like that's one of them for like this year. I'll say that for like next year for SummerSlam for the Slammies. Now the last match, this one was tricky because again there was so many matches, but this one kind of caught me as a surprise because I was not expecting this person to win. But it was Kofi Kingston versus Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania 35 for WWE Championship. This, like I said, I'm not gonna say who spoiled it, but like I was not expecting this person to win. I was not expecting but again, they put their heart on the line. They put everything on the line. It was so damn good, so good. Like, oh my god! Like, I just don't like. I can't remember some of the highlights because I watched it a while back, but my god. Again, another banger for going, another banger. Like I just recommend you guys to go watch that because it was so good. Just type in Kofi Kingston versus Daniel Bryan, WrestleMania 35 on YouTube. You will find it, but beautiful, beautiful. But yeah, guys, that is it. All right, that's it. That's my top 10. You know, my top 10. Like I said, I can't put them in order because it's impossible. That's not the order I'll put them in because it's impossible for me to do that. But like those are my top 10 favorite matches from 2016 to now. Like I said, go watch every single of those matches. I'll tell you this: most of these matches, you'll probably love the wrestler even more. I'm going to say that because, like I said, all right, I was not a fan of Rhea Ripley when she came in because again I didn't watch NXT that much until like 2018, 2019, and those two matches at NXT when she was on it made me love Rhea Ripley right now. Like I just made me love Rhea Ripley now. Same thing with Bianca's match against Sasha Banks. I was not a fan of freaking Bianca at the time when she was in NXT. But watching that match against Sasha Banks made me like Bianca where she is now. Same thing with The Miz. I was not a fan of The Miz at the time, but that match with Dolph Ziggler made me love The Miz even more. The superstars in NXT. I don't watch NXT, but I'm starting to go back. I'm watching Obafemi and Dijak and Josh Briggs. It's making me like them even more. So like I'm not even kidding you guys. When you guys go watch these matches, you're going to realize she's right. I'm starting to like this person even more. Like it's just incredible. It's actually insane how these matches makes you like the person even more, like 10 times even more. I'm just saying. But anyhow, this is the end of this video. Hope you guys enjoy. Drop a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.